Hi everyone, this video will be all about hoisting in JavaScript. We'll be talking about hoisting. So as always, let's start with the definition of hoisting. Hoisting says variables and function declarations are moved to top before the code execution. See, definitions are always confusing. So let's see what hoisting actually is and what it does by an example. Let's take a variable, say my name is equal to anything, and I'll just console log this. Now what will be the expected output? Right, this will be my name. This is pretty simple. This is the expected thing. Now what if I do this? What do you think now will be the output? Should it work? Let's see. It is giving us undefined. This is weird actually. So if you see in any other language, say for example Java, this would have thrown an error saying my name is not defined. But this is not the case with JavaScript. This is where hoisting takes place. Now to understand what is happening here, we have to understand there are two phases in JavaScript code execution. Number one phase is the creation phase, in which variables are created and memory locations are allocated. And number two phase is the execution phase, in which the code executes. Now, if I see here, what would have happened here? According to the definition, variables are moved to top in the code execution phase. Now something like this would have happened, and it would have assigned it an undefined value. But this is not the actual case. Compiler does not actually move your code to the top. What actually happens is, when the compiler is in creation phase, now it executes your code in creation phase line by line, and it comes here as and when it sees there is a var keyword, and it says, oh, there is a var keyword here, let me hoist it. When it sees the var keyword, it hoists it. What does I mean by hoisting is, it goes to the memory heap and assigns a value to it, assigns some space to it, my name. So let us see how it is. So if I see variable hosting, var hosting, I have considered a memory heap here. So in the code, in the creation phase, when the compiler saw var my name, it came here, it assigned it a memory location with a value of undefined, because remember, vars are partially hoisted, variables are partially hoisted. What do I mean by partially hoisting? Only the left hand side is hoisted, because at the time of creation phase, it does not know the value of the variable. It just assigns it undefined for time being. So it comes here, assigns it an undefined, and as soon as the execution phase begins, when the compiler runs your code, it comes here, console.log my name, and it looks for my name in the memory heap. And what is there? There is undefined. So it prints undefined here. That is what is known as var hosting. Now there is a similar concept with functions. Variables are partially hoisted. Now if I say I have a function called say my name, for example, and it console.logs my name. I'll call it here, say my name. It ran perfectly. It says Vishal, which is perfect. Now what if I do the same with functions? I just take it. I'll call it before I have declared a function. Should it work? Let's see. It is working. It's giving me the perfect output again. So, as I told you before, variables are partially hoisted, but function declarations are fully hoisted. As in the creation phase, when the compiler sees the function keyword, remember it should be the function keyword, only var and functions are hoisted, nothing else is hoisted. So as and when it sees the function keyword, it hoists the entire function. It allocates the memory in the creation phase. When in the execution phase it comes here and say my name, this function is already there in the memory. That is why it executes it. This is called as the functional hoisting. Now there is a gotcha in function hoisting as well. Only function declarations are hoisted. Remember, function declarations are hoisted. If I do something like this, let say my name equal to, that's var, say my name equal to its function, that is say my name. If I run this, it gives me an error, and that is perfectly fine. It says say my name is not a function because it is not able to find say my name. As I told you, functional declarations are fully hoisted. Function expressions are not hoisted at all. This is a function expression, not a function declaration. So to wrap up this video, let's just go through this again. Hoisting is something in which you can just use your variables even before you have declared them, and similar is the case with functions. Only var and function keywords are hoisted, nothing else is hoisted. Remember that. Let's say if I even add a brace here and execute this function, see, function say my name. Okay, we have not to execute this function. If I just add a single brace and just comment it out, see, it gives me an error saying say my name is not defined. Right, because it does not see a function keyword. What it saw was a brace. So that is why it was not hoisted at all. So to wrap up, keep in mind only var and function declarations are hoisted. Var is not fully hoisted, var is partially hoisted, but function declarations are fully hoisted. This is what hoisting is all about. Now we'll see some more examples of function hoisting in the next video, because this will get too long if we continue in this video. We'll make a part 2 of this video and we'll continue with function declaration hoisting with some weird examples again, and understand what functional hoisting is all about.